Bio dad remarries after mom's passing and expects me to call him by his last name instead of dad, claiming he deserves a clean break from his past life. So, I took him to court and legally separated myself from him, and now he's regretting it and accusing me that I overreacted. My biological dad recently got married after my mom passed away. To give you some context, my relationship with him has never been good. It's a bit of a complicated story, and I think it's important to understand the backstory to see why I feel the way I do. You see, when my mom and dad were in college, they dated for a while. That was when my mom unexpectedly found out she was pregnant with me. Instead of being supportive, my dad pretty much distanced himself from her. He acted like he had nothing to do with the pregnancy, which was really hurtful. He didn't offer any help, emotionally or financially, and in fact, he was pretty mean about it. He didn't want any part of it. My mom, being strong and determined, decided to keep me and raise me on her own. She got a lot of help from her parents, who were there for both of us and helped her through the whole thing. Growing up, I saw how much my mom did for me even though she didn't have much support from my dad. That's been a big part of my life, seeing how she had to go through all of it with little help from him, and I've never really forgiven him for that. At first, my grandparents were totally against the idea of my mom becoming a single parent. They didn't think it was the right choice for her, and I guess they had a lot of doubts. But once they held me in their arms, everything changed. They completely fell in love with me, and that was the start of a strong bond between us. For the first 6 years of my life, I never met my dad, and honestly, I didn't really care. My mom, my grandparents, and we had our own little world, and I was perfectly happy with that. I didn't feel like I was missing anything. But then, out of the blue, my dad showed up one day. It was a big shock. He didn't just show up and casually ask about me, he begged my mom to take him back. He wanted to be a part of our lives, but my mom turned him down flat. At the time, she was already dating someone else, and I think she had moved on from him. Despite his pleas, she wasn't interested in rekindling anything with him. Even after that, he didn't give up. He begged my mom again, this time asking if he could at least be in my life. It wasn't easy for her, but she agreed reluctantly. She thought it might be good for me to know who my dad was, even though I didn't really feel like I needed him. It wasn't like I was desperate to meet him or have him in my life. Still, she decided that it was something I should have, and that's how he ended up being a part of my life again, even though it was awkward and not exactly what I had imagined. Looking back, I think my dad wasn't really interested in being a father or having a real relationship with me. I honestly believe he just wanted to stay in my mom's life in some way, no matter what it took. After all, that's what narcissists like him do. So he made up the excuse that he wanted to get to know me better, but in reality, I don't think he was ready to actually be a good dad at the time. I was just a kid, and I didn't really understand the difference. It didn't take much effort from him to win me over because I was young and easily impressed. Whenever I spent time with him, he would shower me with expensive gifts and let me do whatever I wanted, like watching TV for hours on end. It felt exciting because it was something my mom wouldn't have allowed. He would visit me every 2 weeks, and sometimes we'd go to adventure parks or do fun things like that. I didn't understand the difference between love and manipulation back then. I thought that just because he bought me things and gave me all this freedom, that meant he was being a good father. It was an easy way for him to make me feel special, and of course, I loved it. I was just a kid back then, so I didn't really see the bigger picture. I didn't understand what it meant to be a real father. All I saw was the excitement of getting to spend time with him, and I thought that was what being a dad was about.